that motion.
I have a secondary motion that it's something that's important to us as a community, and I think there's an opportunity for a representative from this council to be there and bring back the information and present it. So
I agree.
I would really appreciate your support with regards to allowing me to serve in this capacity. Thank you.
Absolutely. So I move to nominate you, Councilwoman Martinez.
Gladly accept, and I'll second.
Thank you. I mean, and in all honesty, we do need someone that's going to report back to us. I mean, we don't know what's been going on in the last 2 years. Even when he was on the council, I never heard what was going on. So,
Council, again, I'm volunteering my services and to represent us as a community. So this opportunity is your opportunity to show that we can all, represent and work together to have a strong presence in the San Gabriel Valley.
great.
So I hope that I can at least get one more person's support. Thank you.
Okay, so if we can go ahead and take that secondary motion nomination as a vote, please. Wow.
Mayor, if I may.
Oh my gosh, this just blows my mind. The amount of the hate that I feel on this dais, that you won't even support one of your colleagues to serve,
Mayor,
to represent us as a city. I'm still speaking, Councilwoman. This just blows my mind. I mean, the lack of respect is just so disappointing. Is just, you guys have taken it to a whole new level. My goodness. Okay, Councilwoman, go ahead.
Council member, or Mayor. There's so many things I want to say right now with respect to respect, but I will reserve my comments for a later time. For the time being, as the letter that was submitted, it was clearly stated that there is a term and there's been continuity. Mr. Velasco has served. There is no reason why he couldn't come in and report on the status of particular meetings. So I would respectfully ask that you reconsider Mr. Velasco to serve on this committee. The fact that he's served here before, there is longevity, there is institutional knowledge in this particular district. So it has nothing to do with whatever was just being said. So I still stand behind my motion. And I would ask that we consider Mr. Jerry Velasco.
Yes, I consider, and I say absolutely not, because the community of Alma has voted to not have him as one of our representatives. So, in my opinion, he shouldn't be serving as a representative on this committee for the city of Alma.
Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
Personally and very briefly, I do take a side to commentary being made in terms of why votes are taken or why votes are made in a certain direction, and what the opinion may be, particularly publicly, because I really do feel like it disturbs the decorum that we are trying to maintain on this dais. Personally, I think that having a resident who is volunteering in these positions, I think, just involves the community in a way that I think is a positive thing, and that's where my vote is coming from, frankly. If residents want to get involved in the decision making and in informing this council and informing the community, then I'm all for that. And opening up those opportunities, I think, is important. And so I do, as I stated, the fact that the commentary, I frankly think respectfully is unnecessary, and that is how my vote is justified.
So if we're open to opening it up to the community, then how about we open up applications? See who would be interested in serving in this capacity.
It's a great idea, Mayor. I'd like to see
There's a first and a second.
that
Call the
opportunity.
question.
And again, the opportunity, if we're opening this up, as opposed to just putting someone in this space, the precedent, number one, is that someone from the elected body serves on the vector control. So Mr. Velasco, in his previous term, was basically filling out the rest of his 2-year term and is no longer serving on this dais. Secondarily, if this body chooses to do a different route, and we're going to allow the opportunity for a community member to do so, then why not open it up to applications? And quite honestly, there are some residents here who have a lot of experience with the vector control. I'm thinking one specifically, and could potentially serve us really well in that space. So I think it's an opportunity to encourage more civic participation.
If I could offer, I would support Mr. Velasco because he is currently in place. He's up to date on what's happening in that body, and he's eligible as a resident of the city. So it just seems, and he's communicated that he is willing to continue. So we know that already.
Oh, well, that's
So
interesting. I haven't heard anything.
Right.
It's communicated not to all the members of this council, but okay.
And we have other opportunities for our residents to participate in other committees. I think we have a planning commission vacancy that's still sitting vacant that we could be filling. So, you know, your spite for a past colleague is just it's sickening to
Your
me that
spite for a current colleague is sickening.
I'm
Thank
speaking.
you.
Speaking. You know, this back and forth is just ridiculous to me. You know,
Yes,
that,
which you engage in quite often.
and it's amazing to me that you don't have the decorum to just allow me to speak.
You know,
I'm
and-
not at all
You know, in fact,
interrupting you guys.
Okay, go
You
ahead
know,
and
I
finish,
allow
but
you
I
to
have a
finish, and
request
it's
to
just
make
amazing that
publicly.
you just don't know how to, you know, be respectful of everyone's time here. You allow your colleague to my right to speak and speak and speak.
My name
and
is
speak,
Councilmember Martinez Muela. Thank you.
and you allow her to interrupt us without admonition. It's just ridiculous. And this is the reason our meetings go until 12:20 in the evening, when this could have been done at 10 o'clock. All this could have been done at 10 o'clock if it weren't for all this back and forth between us, which is ridiculous. I don't even know why I try to justify some of these things. Let's just go ahead and have there was a first and a second for Mr. Velasco. Actually, let me correct it. I think there was a first and a second also for Martinez Muela, so I don't know which order you want to take that in.
we already voted
I
on
think
that.
we voted on that, Councilmember.
Did we?
Yes.
Did I forget
So,
we did that?
so the motion on the floor is to appoint Jerry Velasco to serve on the San Gabriel Valley Mosquito and Vector Control District. It was moved by Dr. Morales and seconded by Councilmember Herrera.
Okay.
I would like to take a point of personal privilege and make a request of city manager and city attorney that we rearrange the seating assignments up here, because I am feeling that my two colleagues to my right and left are creating a hostile environment. While we are on here speaking, I often get commentary, insults, name calling. It just doesn't allow me to concentrate and do my job as a chairwoman, because I'm constantly have one in my ear, have death stares from this one because she doesn't like what I say. So I would like to request, and perhaps in future meetings, that we flip the seating arrangement so that I can be so I can feel comfortable in doing my job and not getting all this feedback, negative feedback being said to me off the mic, because I'm sick of the bullying, the abuse. So I would kindly request that, and I would kindly expect my colleagues to allow me to feel comfortable here on this dais. So I'm hoping that the next meeting, if we can switch those arrangements, I would be forever grateful.
Mayor, if I may.
Yes.
I don't even know where to start with that comment. We're wearing masks. The only thing you see are eyes. What am I supposed to do? See you with different eyes if those are the only two I have? Simple as that. I'm looking to my right. I'm looking to my right. I'm looking to my right. I'm looking to my left. The arrangements, if you move us, it is still going to be the same 5 people on the dais.
That's fine.
It is still going to be the same type of relationship, and it's still going to be the same type of leader. So regardless of what rotation you want us in, it doesn't change anything.
Yes, it does, because I don't have you in my ear.
We're
off the
not
mic.
saying anything, Mayor. We're not saying anything. If I ask for the floor, you cut me off. If I ask for anything, you don't even address me by my name. So how much disrespect are you referring to when you're doing that to us? And so, to me, this is just reminding me of the rhetoric that was said with the previous administration. And so somehow there's a victim mentality up on the dais, and that's just uncalled for. As leaders of the community, we need to move the work forward. It's not about how I feel. It's about how I'm going to get the work done for my community. We as leaders are placed on here in a position to overcome all kinds of obstacles. So can we rise above it? Can we take care of the business of the city and not be so sensitive about whether people are staring at me or not staring at me, or saying things under a mask when it's not even being said? Can we just step up, please, and be true leaders of this community? That's what I'm asking for. And if you move me to a different corner and you have me face the wall, if that's what you want me to do, I mean, I can't believe the stuff that is being said up here on the dais. We want to do the work of the community, and that's why we are here.
So do I,
today.
with minimal distractions.
There's none.
Negative.
The distractions are what we have. Folks who are coming in here, putting video cameras in front of our faces, and they're being disruptive. And yet, you as the mayor, who's the chair of the committee, the chair of this meeting, doesn't say anything when we have folks literally attacking us and confronting us at the door, and you're allowing that to happen. So who's being bullied? I don't understand why you would say that you're
What
feeling bullied.
can I do in regards to people video recording here in the meeting? I believe there's nothing I could do about that. They sit there quietly and they do what they do.
There's no need to explain anything. I know exactly what is happening. So if you want to rotate us and move us into different places, it's not going to change anything.
Okay,
Let's
great.
just step up and do the work, please.
Okay, great. So, City Manager Martinez, by next meeting, if we could just make those adjustments, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
I just can't believe that a strong, educated Latina leader that you are would be intimidated by the 2 people sitting next to you and how you are interpreting their eyes.
It's the ongoing harassment.
Mr. Herrera, Mayor, if I may.
Don't dismiss my feelings, Mr. Herrera.
Thank you.
I just don't
I
understand.
can't believe that you, as a male Latino, would be telling me, trying to correct my feelings here on this dais.
This is no longer part of the topic. I mean, now we're talking about feelings.
I mean, you're trying to dismiss how you make me feel. And, you know, you have had plenty to say. And it's almost like, wow, okay, I guess it's something about males that sit on this dais that feel that they are.
It goes back to your victim mentality, Dr. Morales. I think I agree with you.
Okay, so
Mayor, if we can go back to the orders of the
next
day.
meeting, yes.
Yeah.
So next meeting, if we could please make
Yes.
those changes.